What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome. I will definitely say I'm gonna try to keep energy high tonight, but your boy is feeling sicker than a dog right now, so it's gonna be a fun night. Oh man, I don't know how, but like within the last hour or two, my freaking whole entire body has just collapsed. So we're just gonna rock and roll through this whole situation, but gonna be high energy as much as I can. Oh, let's get this win, absolutely. But if I have a little bit lower energy than normal, it's because your boy is like dying over here. I threw up like 3 times before this live stream, 3 times. So we're gonna get through this, but again. Oh man, it's just I feel sick, but we're good. Couldn't wait till we get this shadow on Monday Night Football. Go Bengals, who day? What's up, who day? Yes, we do need to win this game, 100%. 100%. We are gonna win this game though. We're gonna win this game. We're gonna get it done with, and we're gonna keep rocking and rolling, man. One game at a time. Okay. Let me pull up this one. Just pulling up the game real fast. We had severe weather before this game. Tonight there was thunderstorms through the area.
How many coconuts were used to make this?
Hold up.
And
Mute that audio. Thank you. Yeah, so we had thunderstorms to the area of Denver tonight. So, kind of scary, you know. You don't want any kind of issues or potential issues, you know. So, good to go, though. And there we go. All right. You need to win, but won't. Yeah, no, Sean. Did y'all see Demaryius Knight? Yes, I was going to make a video about Demetrius Knight, but I ended up not. He wore Joe Burrow's jersey. Demetrius Knight was rocking Shiesty jersey going into the game tonight. So let me actually pull that up real fast. Let me see who posted it. Demetrius. Surprised I didn't like it, actually. What time? 8:15. Game is 8:15. Wearing Joe Burrow. Hang on. Gotta see if that actually. I saw it early on Twitter. Yo, what's up, Houday Productions? Burrow Allen just got his leg bent the wrong way. Ooh. Bengals have a new starting quarterback on Wednesday, yes or no? I'm going to go with no. Because we're going to win tonight. We always play in crazy weather in the jungle. Yeah, it's like lightning storms and crap. I posted on my community tab. This was like posted a little while ago. Lightning storm in effect. Whew, man. I am going through it right now. I'm sorry, guys, if you just joined the live stream. I am under the weather tonight. So, I am going to try to keep up the high energy. But your boy threw up like 3 times before this game. So, I am just going through it. Anyway, we got Demetrius Knight Jr. rocking the Joe Shiesty jersey going into this. So, always got to love that. Should be a fun time. High hopes. Defense actually looks good. Yep, 100%. Joe Burrow went. What's up, John? How you doing, John? Hey, we're gonna feel better throughout this game. I hope. I think as the game goes on, you feel better. Yeah, Knight is amazing. I love Knight. Absolutely love the guy. We are gonna at least get a pick Bo Nix tonight. 100%. His name is Bo Picks for a reason. Hey, we never take a day off, John. Every day grinding. So Jake is still the quarterback tonight. Yes, he is the quarterback tonight, and he'll be the quarterback moving forward. Just don't fumble the ball 3 times in a row. I'm not Derrick Henry. We don't do that. All right, let's get it. Bengals, 100%. Cornell, get you some hot tea, honey, tequila. That's what get you right. Cornell! Can't get me drunk. I don't drink. I feel a big night from Tinsley. That would be a nice. Honestly, Yoshi, Tinsley, any of them would be amazing tonight. I would love to see Cam Taylor-Britt have a night because he looks like he's going to play pretty good. All right, so it looks like Tom Grossi is also streaming the Bengals game. Well, the season's over. How? The game hasn't even started yet. Oh, because you're saying that Jake Browning's still the quarterback. Hey, Jake! Jake still has a chance, bro. Jake goes out tonight and has a phenomenal night, and then we're talking about Super Bowl again. So, we just got to hold off until Joe Burrow comes back. That's all it comes down to. The defense gives me hope. Yeah. Defense actually looks pretty good, so very happy about that. Let's just continue the positive energy. Miami right now is killing the Jets. Miami's up 10-0 on the Jets currently. Guys, we're going to run the ball every first play, and I'm not giving up play calling. Pretty much. But first and 15 for the Jets after a penalty flag. And that's going to be 10-0 Jets. 10-0 Miami Dolphins. Cowboys-Packers game last night was crazy. It was crazy, but I'm telling you right now, I still am so annoyed by ties. I hate ties. I hate them so much. And not the ones you wear. I'm talking about ties in the NFL. It's so stupid. It's so, I hate ties so much. That game was so good, and it came down to a tie, which is stupid. Y'all see a Green Bay played last night. It was a tie. Yes, they did. Their defense sucks, by the way. Green Bay's defense is absolutely atrocious, so we should be able to move the ball against them. Today we find out how good of a coach Zach really is. Yeah. Let's hope this is a recovery game last week, as close as to the 90s Bengals that I ever want to be again. I felt you, Mike. I felt you on that one, man. Yes, Nnamdi Ashma. Old Raiders corner. Nnamdi Madubuike is out for the season with a neck injury. Yes. So, for the Ravens, Madubuike has a neck injury. He's out for the season. Roquan Smith is out for a couple of weeks. Marlon Humphreys is out for a couple weeks. And I think that's the only updates we have on that. Nate Wiggins should be fine to play. And yeah, so. Bengals have 11-point handicap, right? 7.5 points. 7.5 points. The spread is right there on your screen right here. 7.5 over under. Whew. Ties ruin the NFL. It really does. Again, I think Brandon Perna said it best. He said when you walk away from last night's game, when you're supposed to walk away and be able to trash talk your opponent and also know how you feel about your team. Whether you win or you lose, you know how you feel about your team. When you tie, you don't know how to feel about your team. How do I feel about my team? We tied. The only information we have about Lamar Jackson is that John Harbaugh said if he wasn't injured, he would have went back in the game yesterday. Other than that, he is questionable for the game against the Texans on Sunday. He still has a hamstring injury apparently, and he got an MRI done today. I've not seen any update on that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Listen. I'm going to go with he's injured. But he is questionable. He should be practicing every single day this week. There should be no setbacks. According to John Harbaugh, it was not a serious injury. It was not a serious season-ending injury. So we'll see how that ends up working out. Nate Wiggins either broke his arm or his elbow. He has an elbow injury. Nate Wiggins has an elbow injury. Shouldn't be overtime unless playoffs. You can't win in 60 minutes. You deserve a tie. I hate ties. I hate them so much. I'm just not a fan of ties. Feel better we win and we get 3-1 going into the home game this Sunday versus the Lions? Yes. That Lions game's going to be an interesting one. Who dey, boys? What's up, what's up, what's up? But, yeah. Let me actually pull this up real fast. Where am I at? Okay, there we go. These are all the injuries that the Ravens are currently dealing with. There you go. That's all the injuries that the Ravens are currently dealing with. And Stanley is questionable for this game. Next game, Roquan Smith is out for 3 weeks or a few weeks. Humphrey out for a few weeks. Lamar Jackson, let's see. So, yeah. They're dealing with a lot of injuries. They really are. You're ready for the brutal break? Yeah, funny. Lamar 30 points down. What a joke. King Henry now a princess. I mean, the guy put up, what, 4? He had 4 carries in the game, Derrick Henry. So, yeah. Isn't Sean a Steelers fan? Sean is a Chiefs fan and a Ravens fan. And every time that person touches his elbow, is hurt real bad. Yeah. Ties also put you in such a disadvantage because no one wants to get the win, in which so few in the NFL. Yeah, that's also a weird situation in the end where it's like they kicked that game-winning field goal. I feel like they shouldn't have kicked that game-winning field goal. I feel like they should have tried to throw a touchdown, right? And if you look at that end of that game, even Tom Grossi was talking about it earlier on his recap show. He was saying how, they poorly managed that last play so badly, it looked like the ball was going to be thrown out. When it got thrown away, it looked like there was 0-0 on the clock, but there was actually 1 second. And because it was so poorly managed. So it's such an ugly thing, Just like, again, that last play, throw a touchdown. Don't kick a game-tying field goal. Go out there and try to score a touchdown. And I feel like in that last drive, the Packers realized, hey, we can play this soft. We can play this, like we don't care because we always have the field goal. And that's stupid. I know, honestly, sports production, I agree. Zach first 3 plays, run down the middle, bubble screen to Jamar, and then pass attempt. Yeah. Ooh, Zach Taylor's going to be like, we didn't prepare everything we want for them. Oh, yeah, he'll make some excuse up 100%. Can't be bothered is Sean. No, he's not. He's not. He's not trans. He's not trans. I would have went for it instead of tying. That's what I'm saying. At that point, and I get it. It's like, well, a tie's better than a loss. But, I'm so tired of that crap. Just that last drive, the Packers were playing for a field goal. They were playing for a tie. They weren't playing for the win because they probably didn't think they could get a touchdown. And that's so annoying. Just go for the touchdown. Go for the win. You're literally running the clock down because you're going for the tie. And it's just frustrating. It's frustrating to watch a game like that end with a team running a clock down because they know they could tie the game. No, go out there and go win the game. I'm so tired of that. First off, the Reds making the playoffs, I am so beyond happy for. I am belated. If I wasn't so sick right now, I would be screaming. But I'm so happy about that. It is what it is that they made it before the Bengals in the last couple of years. But, the last time the Reds made the playoffs was a good period of time anyway. Don't go there, guys. Let's not. Jake Browning has at least 1 interception. He might throw 1 interception. Possible. Hopefully, Snack Taylor eats some Cheetos. I thought you were going to say some Snickers because you're not you when you're hungry. All right. Oh, man. All right, let's go. About to have kickoff in 3 minutes, boys. 3 minutes for kickoff. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Welcome. Tie's worse than kissing your sister. Interesting. That's a weird comparison, man. First play, hands up the middle. Second sack. Third play, Jake Browning throws a pick. Nick Benito is going to be tough to go against. The pick got to stop from Jake and play Tinsley Moore with Uno and T. Realistically, who do you all think winning? Anyone? I think that the Bengals are going to win 27-24. Tom, yeah, this girl can't sing. Realistically, what's up? How you doing? What's up? Who day? Yeah, sometime when they have the singers out there with the national anthem, some of them are kind of iffy, but Bengals have to win or it's going to be bad for their chances. Yes, 100%. You got that. I mean, the next 3 games, you got obviously Broncos, Lions, and Packers. That's going to be a tough 3-game stretch, 100%. Tajay Brooks, yeah, I mean, he hasn't really gotten too much play time. Teddy K, Fairchild, and the new guy are worse than... Come on, Monty. And by the way, it's Dalton Reisner, so let's try better there. My birthday is tomorrow. We need a Bengals win. Hey, happy early birthday. Win against AFC teams, lose against NFC. Yeah, for tiebreakers at the end of the season. If we can be competitive and not get blown out, I would be okay with that. That is true. I mean, if we could kind of take some positives away from this game, that would be nice. AFC wins are very important. They are because of tiebreakers at the end of the year. I bet against the Bengals tonight for the first time in my life. I just can't see them winning this game. Okay. If the Brownies can beat the Packers, so can we. Yeah, the Packers, I don't know, man. They're coming off a bye week where they play us in 2 weeks, but that's kind of crazy. Monty, they are... Okay. I wouldn't say anyone's sensitive about that. We did a thing about that, but, you know, it is what it is. Hey, for $10 dono for Mike. Gotta move up the leaderboards. I appreciate you so much, Mike. Thank you so much, man. I'm trying to see where's the thing. There it is. Okay, now let me replay that. There we go. $10 dono. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you so much. Jake Browning scoring 27 points, I think. Yeah, funny. That's definitely possible. They could do it. Let's just see it. The NFL is a mess, 100%. Let's hope we don't get blown out. Yeah. Bengals can go 3-3. Okay, Haley is being positive. I'm not used to this type of Haley. Haley, you're always negative. Now you're positive. What's going on? Watch us. If we lose, we're probably going to beat the Lions, and then this Bengals thing we do. 100%, yeah, I think that's too. 24-17 Bengals. Mark, nice. No tie, or rather lose. Yeah, I don't want to tie. Even if it's benefiting us, I don't want to tie, man. I am so tired of those ties. I really am. Yes, 7th season. Well, since 2019, so 6th season. Oh, man, I do not want to tie. All right, here we go. My game's kind of delayed a little bit. As always, it's not going to show us the live thing yet for some reason. First down and 10 at Cincinnati, 30-yard line for the Bengals. And there's my live thing. All right, here we go. Kickoff is here. Let's go. All right. Jake Browning, incomplete pass, short right to Chase Brown. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. So first play is not a run play. It's actually going to be a pass play to Chase Brown. And that will be an incomplete pass. And hold up. Oh, there's a penalty flag. A penalty flag for defensive holding on PS2. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. First down, Bengals. First down on a PS2 holding call. And that's going to be, hey, trying to stop Jamar Chase is not going to be easy today. Watch the offense. Next play later, it's going to be a pass short left to Jamar Chase, and that's going to be a gain of nothing. Brings up 2nd down and 10 now at the 35-yard line. So a gain of nothing to Jamar Chase. 2nd down and 10 now at the 35-yard line of Cincinnati. 10 seconds into this ball game, 14:50 to go in the first quarter. I'm watching the online all game, and Zach Taylor is terrible play calling. Yeah. Whew, excuse me. Sigh. Haley, you're supposed to be positive now. Okay, we're keeping the positivity going, not negativity. 2nd down and 10 here. And this play is actually taking a bit to line up here. So I actually have like the live thing over here. 9-yard pass to Chase Brown brings up 3rd down and 1 now at the 44-yard line of Cincinnati. 9-yard catch by Chase Brown. So 3rd down and short here, to the surprise of no one. Well, boys, who days in the chat tonight? Hopefully we win tonight. Exactly. These are also the first 15 scripted plays, so these should be the best plays of the, of the night so far for us. Hopefully something good happens out of that. 3rd down and 1 now, and it's a 1st down Bengals! And that's going to be a 1st down run by Jake Browning on 3rd and 1. Moving the chains! Let's go! Chase can't get the first. But it's a 1st down. I'm holding it in, but Zach is going to make me lose it. 1st down and 10 now at almost midfield at the 46-yard line for the Bengals. So far, looking pretty good on this drive. It's going to be a 4-yard run to the right-hand side, and that will be Chase Brown. Bringing up 2nd down and 6 now at the 50-yard line. So exactly at midfield. Finally, moving the chains. That's always first down of the game, I feel like, is the best thing possible. It kind of sets the tone. It takes a little bit of, relief off of you in a way. Makes you feel a little bit better. Like, that first down, man. Whew. Anyway, Dart ran it well. He did. Jackson Dart did really good. And he had that rushing touchdown against the Chargers. Chargers losing that game is insane. Incomplete pass, short right, intended for Jamar Chase. Brings up 3rd down and 6 now at midfield for the Bengals. Run game, air looks better than last week. Yes. So far, again, these are the first 15 scripted plays. This is just going to how it is. Especially if it isn't a second. 3rd down and 6 now at midfield for the Bengals. Let's see what Jake Browning and this offense has to offer. He had all the time in the world and underthrew it. That's Jake Browning for you, baby. That's Jake Browning for you. You got to love it. Haley, that's a low bar. Zach Taylor always finds a way to, make us question things in life. That's the best way I put it. 3rd down and 10, and it's a 1st down Bengals. T. Higgins, 19-yard catch. Let's go! On 3rd down and 5, 19 yards down the field, and T. Higgins with the reception, and that, my friend, is now at Denver's 31-yard line in the red zone. First drive of the game, red zone drive. Next play later, it's going to be a pass of Mitchell Tinsley. 9-yard catch brings up 2nd down and 1. Now at Denver's 22-yard line. So 9-yard catch by Mitchell Tinsley. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, 2nd and 1. What the heck? The offense line showed up tonight. Yeah, so far they're actually looking pretty good. And that was a great catch by T. Higgins. So excuse me. 2nd down and 1 now at the 22-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st down run for Chase Brown. 1st down and 10 now at the 16. 1st down run by none other than Chase Brown. Great run right there by Chase Brown. And that's going to be another Bengals 1st down. 1st down, Bengals. You see, when he has time, he can make throws. It's not as bad as people think. That is true. Interesting, because the Broncos have the best defensive line in the game. So, it's kind of crazy to say that. First down and 10 now at the 16-yard line for Cincinnati. And it's going to be a 2-yard run to the left-hand side for Chase Brown. Brings up second down and 8 now at the 14-yard line. So 2-yard run right there. I like the way you say T. Higgins. T. Higgins. Let's go. Second down and 8 now at the 14-yard line after that 2-yard run by Chase Brown. 10:35 to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati in the red zone and knocking on the Denver Broncos door. And who's going to answer other than T. Higgins with a 6-yard catch? Brings up third down and 2 now at Denver's 8-yard line. 6-yard catch by T. Higgins. Brown got 2 out of a negative play. He did get 2 out of a negative play, you're right. Which you always going to love to see that when they get you in the backfield and you make a play out of it. So, gotta love it. Third down and 2 now at Denver's 8-yard line. Cincinnati currently has 3 first downs in this game so far. All of them coming on third downs, ironically enough. I was worried that Jake Calling isn't very high. Maybe he is signing out a bit. And it's going to be incomplete pass on 3rd and 2 intended for T. Higgins, and that will bring up 4th and 2 now at the 8-yard line for Cincinnati. So they do stop us here, and it's going to be 4th and 8. That's going to be stuck in my head all day. Going to run around the house yelling that all day, and ADHD likes it. Nice. T. Higgins. Roll out. 4th and 2 now at the 8-yard line for Cincinnati. Let's see what they do here, and they will settle for 3, so that gives Cincinnati a 3-0 lead in this ball game. So 9:08 to go in the first quarter, and Cincinnati, first team to strike today on your Game Day Network. Okay, I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that one, but Money Mac is money good from 26 yards out. For Snack Taylor on this one, I'm not satisfied, but he does get a cracker for 3 points. Oh man, didn't we talk about this last week? I feel like we had this conversation last week where like the Bengals are a weird team when it comes to like they kick field goals a lot more this year than like any other team. On 4th and short, they just don't go for it at all. They just always kick field goals. They're not like, aggressive at all, which is kind of funny because that's literally what they just did. Like, this is like the situation that they're getting criticized for. They scored. When will the touchdown be scored? Maybe no touchdowns tonight. Maybe just field goals. And their kicker actually has missed recently, so need Campbell. Should have went for that, but it's the first time we scored on an opening drive. That is true. That is always a positivity. Always think positively. But Dreamy, imagine if we didn't get it and we'd have gotten 0 points off that whole drive. We would have been royally ticked. So at least we got points. Bo Picks will definitely throw at least 1 pick this game, though. Let's see what the defense got in the tank for these Broncos. We will need all the points we can get. That is kind of true, to be honest. Act like a field goal is a W. Kind of is a W, because at least it's points on the board, at the very least. You see, this is my issue with Zach as much as you marched it right down the field and just don't go for it soft. I again, like I said, I understand and I do agree with that, but at least we got points. And, that's kind of how I can really look at it. We only had 3 points last week, really. We had 10 points last week. I don't know, man. Yeah, take the points. At this point, just take the points. This is a really good team. This is a good team we're playing against, but their offense is the one that struggles. So, Ryan, 2 yards. I know, John. I know. I probably would have went for it if it was me. But, for this situation, their offense is struggling greatly so far this season. Their offense has been looking really bad. They can't run the ball. They're overthrowing passes. Their biggest strength is their defense, right? And at the end of the day, if their biggest strength is defense and you keep scoring on their defense, that's going to wear down their defense. So I know it sucks because you want touchdowns, but at least getting a field goal means that you scored on their defense, you know? So that's kind of how I look at it. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It was 10 real points. I think that Mitchell Tinsley touchdown was real. It's about establishing who's the big dog. Zach Taylor is always the Chihuahua. Yeah, but he's going to be the Chihuahua no matter what. Think of it like this. He's going to be the Chihuahua no matter what way you look at it. So if he's going to be the Chihuahua either way, might as well just be the way to safer and, you know, somehow works out a little bit better. All right, Denver will be starting at their own 30-yard line. First down and 10 here at Denver's 30. So did actually return the ball 29 yards there. Nice little return for the Broncos. Did the quarterback draw? Yeah, probably. 2 sacks tonight for Trey. That would be amazing. Be nice to see defense get a takeaway and some points. That's right. In this type of game, any type of points you can get, always the greatest. First down 10 now for Denver. 9:03 to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati currently leads 3-0. I saw something last week saying we're the worst in the league to losing points due to kicking when we should. I made that video, Mark. I made that video. I don't know if you saw my video, but that's the video I was talking about. I made a whole entire video on this subject. 3-yard run up the middle for former running back for the Baltimore Ravens, J.K. Dobbins. 3-yard run to the right-hand side brings up second down and 7 here at Denver's 33-yard line. Yeah, I made a video about how we are like the worst team to go for it type stage. Like this year, we don't go for it no matter what. Like we don't care. We always kick a field goal. So, kind of funny. Second down and 7, probably would have had a tutty if not for the unlucky pants. Exactly. Anyway, second down and 7 here at Denver's 33-yard line is going to be a short pass to Mims. And that's going to be a gain of 5 yards, which brings up third down and 2 now at Denver's 38-yard line. Okay, and it went on the scoreboard right. It did. We got 3 points. Third down and 2 now at Denver's 38-yard line. Defense looking to get their first 3 and out of the game. We do need 7s, but again, their offense is not as high-powered as other teams we have played. So it matters a lot less than I would say in other games. But it still matters. You still want 7 no matter what, right? That's just, at the end of the day, no matter what, you want 7s, yes. Again, I would have went for it. I would have went for it, but I'm also the one who does crazy things. So I would have went for it no matter what. It's beside the point. They pushed Trey to the ground. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. They're not going to call any holding calls probably in this game. But, you know, it's also the second Monday Night Football game of the week, so. And there was also a fumble that apparently the Bengals thought there should have been a fumble. Again, they're not going to call flags. They're not going to call flags for against the Broncos at this point. They're going to try to make this game as interesting as humanly possible at this point. And that's going to say a lot. Anyway, third down and 2 here. This play is taking a little while to shake out, so this actually might be something crazy. Because I'm a couple plays back here, and we stopped them. No gain. 3 and out stop for the defense. The defense with a 3 and out. Let's go, D. 3 and out. 3 and out. Let's go, baby. Have had 10 times better than the Ravens. Great stop right there, defense. And they will now be punting on 4th and 2 from the 38-yard line. They're not going to fake it. Sean Payton did actually fake, didn't he? He did the onside kick right first play out in the Super Bowl. First play in the second half of the Super Bowl, he did an onside kick. So, I mean, you know, Sean Payton is the kind of guy to do something like that, but I have faith that he's not going to be that guy today. Stop the game now. We clearly has been a superior team. Nothing more to show. Exactly. Like, this is the mercy rule now, right? We should stop the game now and just call it and say we won because we want to do the mercy rule. We don't want to embarrass them. This could be a Vegas special. Guessing 90% of the money is on the Denver. Oh, no. Probably 99% of the money, dude. Probably 99% of the money is on Denver. And they punt the ball. And it's going to be an offensive holding call on Taj Brooks. So they call holding on the punt return. And that's going to back us up to the 10-yard line. So it's a touchback, but they call holding on the return, which is going to back us up from the 20 to the 10. So we will be starting at our own 10-yard line to start off this drive. Yeah, a holding call on a kickoff. A blocking specialist. I felt you on that one, John. I hated that onside kick. Yeah, it was a crazy one. Judge decided to stop, as well does my heart good. At this point, everything that is positive about this game is going to do our hearts good, I feel like. But, yeah. Just a stupid holding call on Taj Brooks there. On a touchback that really, at the end of the day, did absolutely nothing. I mean, yes, obviously, it's a hold, whatever. But it's not like it changed the game at the end of the day, you know. It was a touchback. It wouldn't have changed anything. Either he held or he didn't hold. It would not have changed a single thing. So, whatever. I get it. It's a holding call. Whatever. But, like, it's not like it changes a thing. It's a touchback. Like, when there's a flag on a play that doesn't impact the play, it always ticks me off. Like, there's nothing that happened that would have caused any problems. Why do they do that every time? Just piss poor coverage. Yeah. Who they? Fishy VR. Don't tell me you got VR fish. Anyway. First and 10 for Cincinnati. Now at their own 10-yard line. It's going to be 6:48 to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati currently leads 3-0. Let's see what they have up their sleeve as we are on commercial break. And we got a Burger King ad with some Cinnabons. So if you're into Cinnabons with that special juicy stuff in it, I don't know. I haven't had a Cinnabon in a while. That's something I need to get. It impacted the play 10 yards. It did impact the play 10 yards. You're right. Yeah, then just get an ugly win. That's exactly what we're going to do in this game is get an ugly win. So, there we go. All right, come on, Cincy. Let's just go score a touchdown. That's all I want. Go up 10-0. Let our defense hunt, man. Let our defense just be the defense that we know and love in this game. That's all I care about at this point. Why are we... Okay. 5-yard run to the right-hand side by Chase Brown brings up second down and 5 now at Cincinnati's 15-yard line. Nice little run right there by Chase Brown. Ryan, I called going to the playoffs last year. Always said Burrow was fragile too. Okay, Zach. T. Oh, you said Taco Bell. I read T. Taco Bell got Cinnabons filled donut bites whenever you call them. So gassed. Ooh, nice. Thank you so much for telling me that, James. 80-yard field goal. Exactly. All right. 2nd and 5 now at Cincinnati's 15-yard line. Less than 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Do you think the Bengals have a better chance of beating the Lions or the Packers? We have a good chance, I feel like, of beating the Packers. I don't know what our chances are of beating the Lions. We're 8.5-point underdogs to the Lions right now. So I don't know about the Lions, but the Packers, I will definitely say, I think we have a chance. You are ahead of the national television. Hey, TV is behind. Yes, I could tell because my TV's over here. First down, Bengals! And it's going to be an incomplete pass for Jamar Chase, but pass interference on Riley Moss will give us a 22-yard first down, Bengals! 22-yard PI call on Riley Moss. That's right, a white corner. Made a mistake. Anyway, 3-yard run up the middle for Chase Brown. Brings up 2nd down and 7 now at Cincinnati's 40-yard line. Reds beat the Dodgers. It would be the biggest sporting thing in Cincinnati since the Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Dodgers. We're going to beat the Dodgers. We're going to beat them all 3 games. We don't even play all 3, but we're going to beat them all 3. Sweet. 2nd down and 7 now at Cincinnati's 40-yard line, almost at midfield here. Listen, if we get some easy touchdowns because of PI calls and penalties, I will take that. Jamar Chase caught short across the middle. 5-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 2 now at Cincinnati's 45-yard line. Great play right there by Jamar Chase. Oh, people, bet on the Broncos. Let's give the Bengals the win. I mean, at that point, Vegas would be winning a lot of money if they give the Bengals the win in the end. 3rd down and 2 now at Cincinnati's 45-yard line. Currently, Cincinnati has converted every single 3rd and 2 of this game so far except for 1. So they are right now on a very positive streak for their 3rd down and 2s, which I would just run Jake Browning here for a 1st down. And instead, he's going to throw a deep pass to T. Higgins. And that's going to be an incomplete pass, which will bring up 4th and 2 now at Cincinnati's 45-yard line. So instead of throwing the ball short, he throws the ball 60 yards down the field. And that's going to result in a punt for Cincinnati. Gotta love it. Dodgers could lose. They won versus last year. Not hungry this year. Exactly, yeah. Chase Brown is a decent running back. He is. Who they from New Jersey? Ooh, bonjour. Bonjour. I'm from Dayton, so we're a little bit bonjoured. Browning keeps missing his throws. Yeah. Gesicki wide open. They're going for it. It would not shock me if they went for it here. 4th and 2 now at Cincinnati's 45-yard line. 4:30 to go in the game, and it's going to be a false start penalty on Cincinnati. So any chance of them going for it is out the dang window, because it's a false start penalty on Teddy K. So now it's going to be a punt play guaranteed, as it is 4th and 7 now at the 40-yard line. Yes. So they try to get him to jump. I'm going to guess no way that's a false start. Well, it's called false start. Stupid. A wipe refs. It's offsides. Refs are actually sped. It's offsides. Yeah, I wish. But anyway, so now it's going to be a punt play because of the false start on Teddy K. Unfortunate situation. But, what are you going to do? So it's going to be a 24-yard punt by Ryan. The ball will go out of bounds, so therefore it's going to be only 24 yards. We really need them to pin. We needed to pin them deep, and that's an unfortunate situation. We really need a good punt there to pin them deep. Let me watch this play. I'm watching it live over here. I got the thing over here, and then I got the live game over here. So 4th and 2. Let me watch this play. Wait, Teddy K didn't move. Wait, what? Wait, I'm kind of confused. Teddy K didn't even move. It was literally Mims. Mims reacted to the other guy jumping off sides. Am I crazy, or I guess I'm like... Mims literally reacted because the other guy jumped off sides. Teddy K didn't even move. Hang on. Oh, is it the head nod? Okay, so I think what they're calling is this. When a center does this, that can be called false start sometimes. I think they're calling the head nod. When he lifts his head, that they're calling that as false start. So they're going to say because he lifted his head, that's a false start. Browning better wake the heck up, and these receivers on the next drive waking up. Man, now your chance. You waited your whole life to do this. Yes. Refs are selling us. So they're going to say that he lifted his head, which is a penalty flag in the end. First down and 10 for the Broncos, starting at their own 36-yard line. Now, I will be honest. I think that in that situation on 4th and 2, I don't know if we would have went for it. I kind of feel like they might have tried to get them to jump. That might have been a situation where we tried to get them to jump rather than go for it in that situation and potentially get them the ball at midfield. So we might not have even gone for it there. That might have just been trying to get them to jump and then take a delay of game penalty and then punt the ball. Instead, we jumped. So stupid to be called. Yeah. Bengals better win or it's going to be a bad year. Yeah, we need to win this game. Well, BS. John, you think everyone is terrible. Refs are... You are optimistic, John, which I still love more than anything. Refs are in the tank. I mean, you got to think, like, Vegas technically want the Bengals to win so that people would lose money. So, in that context. Bo Nix is going to scramble up the middle for a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7 now at Denver's 39-yard line. So, a 3-yard run by Bo Nix. If Browning looks good all year and Taylor goes to the playoffs, I'll never talk smack about Taylor again for at least a year. You're going to give him a whole year, Zach. A whole year. Appreciate it. How about them Reds? Yes, how about them Reds? 2nd down and 7 now at Denver's 39-yard line. 3:40 to go in counting in this ball game. And it's going to be an incomplete pass to Troy Franklin on a deep right-hand side. Brings up 3rd down and 7 now at the 39-yard line. I keep saying in this ball game when it's only the first quarter, but I don't know why my brain is so programmed that this is the ball game. 3rd down and 7 now at the 39-yard line of Denver. 3:43 to go in the first quarter. I think Wilson will be starting for the Bengals uniform, though. Just my prediction. Potentially. And that's going to be a first down to Cam Sutton. 12-yard catch on 3rd and 7. So 12-yard catch by Cam Sutton into Bengals territory at the 49-yard line. We have protection, and he still can't throw the ball to open guys. So is he great? He is something. I can't say on live stream, John, but he is something. Zach needs to be fired because he should have ran the ball twice and probably should have gotten first downs. Yeah, there are situations you can make. I agree with you. Ellie Dell cruise into the playoffs, crush the Dodgers, boys, 100%. Next play later, caught by Adam Troutman for a gain of 26 yards across the middle, and that's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line of Cincinnati. Adam Troutman, 26-yard catch on the play. And just like that, Cincinnati is in a troubling situation. Okay, why is this being stupid? Okay, hold up. Okay, fine. I'll unpause. Get rid of the stupid thing on the screen, CBS. Okay. Next play later is going to be an 8-yard run by R.J. Harvey. 2nd-round pick for the Denver Broncos this year. And that's going to be an 8-yard run up the middle. And to the right-hand side. We're bringing up 2nd down and 2 now at the 15-yard line. So 2nd and 2 at the 15 here after a good run right there by R.J. Harvey. Broncos winning would make me ask for a whole new team. I felt you on that one. 2nd down and 2 now at the 15-yard line of Cincinnati. And that's going to be a first down run by probably a guy that would be on that show with Chris Hansen in Dateline NBC. Don't know why, but definitely looks like the guy. Anyway, 4-yard run for a first down to the 11-yard line. First down 10 now at the 11 for Denver as they are going straight down the field on Cincinnati here. Defense now is not showing up. Yeah, not looking good right now. Time for Trey. We need Trey to do something special in this game so far. First down 10 now at the 11-yard line. 1:47 to go in counting. It's going to be a run play here for J.K. Dobbins. 5-yard run up the middle. To the left-hand side, and that's going to be a 2nd down and 5 now at Cincinnati's 6-yard line. 5-yard run on the play. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. 2nd down and 5 now at Cincinnati's 6-yard line. Let's see what Cincinnati's defense can do as they get a stop. So it's going to be incomplete pass for Bryant. Brings up 3rd down and 5 now at Cincinnati's 6-yard line. So good stop right there by Bengals defense. At least something good. 3rd down and 5 now at Cincinnati's 6-yard line. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati trying to hold Denver out of their end zone. But so far, not looking so good on this drive. And it's going to be a touchdown Broncos, as Broncos will be scoring their first touchdown of the game. And that's going to be 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Touchdown Broncos. Broncos take a 7-3 lead on your Game Day Network. See why we need a 7. Yes, John, I do see why we need a 7. Anyway, it's going to be a 6-yard rushing touchdown for Bo Nix. And that's going to bring up a 7-3 game. Zach Taylor probably thinking 2 more field goals. If we got this. We're going to win 9-7, boys. We're going to win 9-7. You have another streaming site you use beside. Well, I don't know what Crack Streaks is. I've never used Crack Streaks in my life. So I don't know what that is. 2-2, but still a 500 record. Y'all giving up way too early. Nobody watching him. Jake better hit receivers this time. 100% yes. 100% yes. Why are y'all so negative? Chill. That's just how it is in the chat whenever we go down in games. Welcome to the fun part of this where, this is going to be like this until we take a lead. Can't rush worth a dang. Yeah, also not having Shamar Stewart out there really does suck. I'll be honest with you. Zach is softer than marshmallows on feathers. Said you use crack streams. That's how I watched it, my boy. I said meth head streams, my boy. Jordan. Meth head streams. Never said crack streams. Although, I will say, I think crack might be better than meth. Teddy K did not move anything beside his head. No, I'm not. I still can make the play. I still think this can make the playoffs. Even though they're 2-4, I'm just saying they won't win the next 3 games. They can go 10-7. Yes, they could still go 10-7. Yes, they could lose the next 3 games and be fine. Because they hurt us. Fire Zach. Hey, we got Fire Zach this early in the game. I thought we at least had to wait to the second quarter to say Fire Zach. Yeah, exactly. Prime time Jake. I don't think that's actually a thing. But you know what? If it was, it was. That's what it... That was it. Thanks, bro. Of course. Dylan, I don't give up. Just like stupid football. 2 yards, we kick a field goal. Then Jake misses 2 open tight ends. Yeah, but John, you know how, you go in this type of game, and I feel like you have this kind of, expectations, right? You got growing pains. Still early, give him a chance. Exactly. See, Cornell got it, man. Cornell's got this, bro. Cornell's got this. Hey, come on, Austin. Jake's the snake. Ain't a fake. But your love he will take and dump it in the lake. I think our wide receiver, Randy Moss, looked like Jamar is getting lipsy at Jake. I mean, you definitely want to see your leaders step up and, start saying things in the game like this, right? You want your leaders to have, vocalize their opinions. First down and 10 now, after a field goal is going to be a touchback. So Cincinnati starts at their own 35-yard line, 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati currently down by 4, 3-7. Hill is done. Done. And Tyreek Hill is being carted off the field with a left leg injury. Tyreek Hill is done for today. We do not know if he's done for the season, but he is being carted off the field with a injury. 1-yard run to the right-hand side for Chase Brown. Brings up second down and 9, and also the end of the first quarter. Cincinnati currently down by 4, going into the second. Yeah. Jake in his reads sometimes can make you want to throw a controller at the wall. Sometimes Jake makes some wild reads. He'll have a guy wide open and he'll miss a read or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or all of them. Jake really really don't do anything unless he uses his legs more on a 3 defense lineman pressure. Been showing up. Looks tired already. They are one out. They're one out. High elevation. Hill is probably out for the season. Yeah, but we can't speculate on that yet, Dylan. We have to wait for the medical doctors to say that. All we can say is we hope he does. He obviously is okay, and hopefully everything gets figured out. Chase Brown blames the offensive line. That was on him. Anyway, second quarter here, man. Let's have a better quarter than the first. We scored 3 in the first. Let's score 7 in the second. Or 50 in the second. That'd be also nice. I said it going into this game, we need a defensive touchdown. That's what we need more than anything. We need a defensive touchdown. That is true. We did not have a turnover in the first quarter. And we can't jinx ourselves with that because it is already done with. You can't jinx yourself with a first quarter turnover because it's already done with. All right, man. I was just hoping we blew them out tonight and we just didn't have to worry about this whole game and we could just be joyful this whole game. But, that's just kind of how it works, man. No defensive touchdowns allowed in the first quarter. Dolphins look better than the Ravens. The Dolphins are beating the Jets 17-3. And that would be 18-3. Or 17-3? I don't know. 17-3. Okay. Jets are currently down 17-3 to the Dolphins. So the Dolphins finally getting their first win of the season, it looks like. Jenkins was good last week. Where is he? No pass rush. Yeah. Maybe she just wants to bash on the on the Jets. On the Ravens, whatever team she said. She wants to bash on the Ravens. Second down and 9 now, the 36-yard line of Cincinnati. Let's see what the Bengals call here. Our cornerbacks need to get back on the interception train. 100% yes. And it's going to be a 8-yard play here, which brings up third down and 1 now at the 44-yard line of Cincinnati. So 8-yard play right there. And that's going to be almost a first down for Cincinnati. We got to get this first down, though. And that's going to be a catch by Mike Gesicki. 8-yard catch by Mike Gesicki on second down and long. Brings up third down and 1 now at Cincinnati's 44-yard line. I mean, well, did he actually get hurt, Haley? You know? I'm just saying, did he actually get hurt? So, like, you said you were happy when he got hurt, but was he actually hurt? That's the question. That's the question we haven't gotten the answer to yet, isn't it? They're down and 1 now at Cincinnati's 44-yard line. First down, Bengals! And why is it the first down, Bengals? Because we ran it for no yards. But there was a penalty flag for offsides on the defense. So they jumped offsides. And that's how we got a first down. We couldn't get it ourselves. We got it because they jumped offsides. They didn't decline the penalty. They accepted the penalty. That's why they got the first down. Oh, wait. Hold up. Jake Browning passed to T. Higgins for 36 yards. Penalty on Cincinnati for illegal formation. A 36-yard to Denver's 15 is called back for an illegal formation. $36-yard catch for T. Higgins, and it's called back for illegal formation. If I say it enough, I feel like my brain. And then we get a false start on Dylan Fairchild. We get a penalty, and then we get another penalty. Back to back. Oh, man. 1st and 20 now. At Cincinnati's 39-yard line. Oh, that's so painful. We're going to run the ball. Guarantee we run the ball. I guarantee we run the ball on 1st and 20. This is typical Zach Taylor play calling. This is sad. All right. This is so much better than last week, though. This is so much better than last week. No matter what way you put it, this is so much better than last week. Oh, man. That's just painful. 2nd down and 15 after a 5-yard run to the right-hand side. Denver's, no way in heck I'm saying that name, was injured during the play. So it's going to be a 5-yard run to the right-hand side, and I told you it was going to be a run play. Typical Zach Taylor play call right there. It's 1st and 20. What do? You run the ball. Typical play call right there by Zach Taylor. If I can predict that you think defensive coordinators can, I'm pretty sure they can. Sure they can, actually. Injury for the Broncos here. Brings up 2nd down and 15 now at the 44-yard line for Cincinnati. After that great play by T. Higgins was completely taken off the board due to a penalty flag. Which you gotta love it when referees get involved like that, man. Gotta love it when referees get involved in games like this. We're just trying everything we can to, pretty much bite our way as much as possible down the field. And the last thing we need is stupid penalty flags. That's the last thing we need right now. Is stupid mistakes that can cost us the game. We are trying to pick our way down the field as much as possible. Why are they showing the freaking... Oh my... They keep flashing over to the Jets-Dolphins game. Don't get me wrong, I understand. Our game is boring. But, bro, they're losing by more! 2nd and 15 now. And we have an injury still for the guy I cannot say his last name of. Up correctly is unacceptable. Yeah, it's called undisciplined. They have an undisciplined team. This team is very undisciplined. It was undisciplined last year with all the missed tackles. It was undisciplined with all the false start penalties. It's just undisciplined completely. That's just kind of how it is. Sucks, though. Freaking sucks. When you coach in a city like Cincinnati, you have to throw away the loser mentality and try to inhale the other city every second. Yeah. I think our best chance is for our offense line to poop their pants. Oh, man. 2nd and 15. Come on. Come on. I don't want to laugh. This is painful. And it's an incomplete pass short right for Jake Browning. Brings up 3rd and 15 now. 3rd and 15, baby. Tyreek's career is over? Yeah, you can't say that yet. Can't say that yet. Can't say that yet. We're going to put up 3 titties. You say tutty or titty? I thought you said tutty for a second. I was all for it, and then I thought you said titty. 3rd and 15 now at Cincinnati's 44-yard line after that incomplete pass by Jake Browning. Can we please just throw it first? Just get a first down, bro. Just get a first down so we can at least be happy. And it's a delay of game penalty on the Bengals. On 3rd and 15, it's a 5-yard delay of game penalty. When it rains, it pours, doesn't it? When it rains, it freaking pours. A delayed game penalty. Wow. This drive has like 5 penalties at this point. Like 5 penalties in. 3rd and 20 after that delay of game penalty. And watch Zach Taylor run the ball here. Check this out. This is probably going to be a run play for Zach Taylor. Oh, no. A 10-yard catch by Jamar Chase to midfield. It's actually a 10-yard catch by Jamar Chase to midfield. I'm actually heavily surprised by that. I expected it to be a run play. We finally got something at least. Oh, man, this game's going to, break my soul. The way your team looks on the field is representation you as a coach. The Bengals are soft and unorganized. Yeah, we got down to the 15-yard line, and they called an illegal formation penalty. That's so sad. We literally got to the 10-yard. And then we got another delay of game! Oh, wait, I think we tried to get him to jump. No, wait, we didn't. It's 4th and 10. We got another delay of game. But we got another delay of game. On 4th and 10, we got a delay of game. And then we got a 56-yard punt. Okay. 56-yard punt, and it ends up being a touchback, so that doesn't even matter. It's when you punt the ball out of bounds, like for a touchback, it just becomes pointless. In a way. It becomes pointless in a way when you just get a touchback. Because, like, the punt, how long you punted, it doesn't matter. It's to the 5-yard line. What? Are you saying punt to the 5? Yeah, but it's still a touchback in the end. So it's like one of those situations where it's like, yeah, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. I think we could have punted it at the 50. It wouldn't have changed a thing. They're making fun of Zach on the reporting. I'm not surprising. All these penalties, what are they doing? Wait, no, they didn't take a delayed game penalty on purpose, though. I understand the 5-yard penalty, but what? They literally punted it. So he tried to punt it. They didn't do that on purpose. They did that by accident. If they did it on purpose, it would have been logical. But they didn't do it on purpose. They did it by accident. They just didn't hike the ball. And they still punted it through the end zone for a touchback. First down and 10 for the Broncos at the 20-yard line. Score is currently 7-3. Ryan's getting that game check, I guess. At this point, Ryan Renfro, he's getting paid, man. He's getting paid. Because he's punted the ball enough. The Bengals are getting their money's worth with Ryan in this game. This season in general, let's be honest. I think it's time for Zach to pack his bags. You know what's funny? If we would have still had Brad Robbins, imagine how much more painful this whole series would be. This whole, Jake Browning experience. If we had Brad Robbins still, we would literally be like, every punt he would punt was like 10 yards. We would be getting 10-yard punts every single time and be in such a bad situation. I'm so happy we don't have Brad Robbins. Oh, and by the way, they threw a 11-yard pass to Marvin Mims, and that's going to be first down and 10 now at Denver's 31-yard line, 11-yard catch. Where is Yoshi? Here's all I'll say, where's Yoshi? We can't even get the ball to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. There ain't no Yoshi. If we can't get the ball to Jamar Chase or T. Higgins half the time, we're not going to get the ball to Yoshi. You know? I'm just saying, we can't get the ball to Yoshi if we can't get the ball to Chase and Higgins. We got to be able to get the ball to those two guys first, successfully, before Yoshi becomes a thing. I think Taylor is good catch. Second down and 10 after an incomplete pass. It's short right to Adam Troutman. It's going to bring up second down and 10 now at Denver's 31-yard line. Second down and 10. John, penalty killing us. Penalties are killing us last drive. They really did. We good. They will lose next 3 games, and then they can win out until week 13. Yeah, honestly, probably much. Well, actually, what I showed in my video earlier, they can actually lose the Steelers game both times and be fine. So, possibilities. Their 6-yard catch here, short left-hand side to Adam Troutman, brings up third down and 4 now at the 37-yard line of Denver. Third down and 7 now. Third down and 4 at the 37-yard line. No pass rush at all. Yeah, after year, same crap, man. Yeah, but at least when Joe Burrow comes back, the crap seems a little bit better. You know? When Joe Burrow comes back and it's late in the season, the crap looks a little bit better at that point. Except for the fact that except for the fact on 3rd and 4, we have a pass to Cortland Sutton for 19 yards down to Cincinnati's 44-yard line, and it was an offsides. So it was a first down no matter what, by the way. It was a free play because it was an offsides on Miles Murphy, which gave them a free play to go straight down the field for 19 yards. So on 3rd and 4, we jump offsides and give them a free play. Yeah. Well, he's not more sturdy. Aaron doesn't take hits. He doesn't get sacked. That's why. Bo Nix. Pass incomplete. Deep left to R.J. Harvey. Tried to throw it to the running back on a deep ball and did not work out. We're going to get flagged every other play. Second down and 10 now at Cincinnati's 44-yard line. 10:03 to go in the second quarter. Cincinnati currently down 7-3. Let's see what Denver has cooked up for us. Because so far it has been an absolute SHIT sandwich. RJ Harvey's 6-yard run to the left-hand side brings up 3rd down and 4 now at Cincinnati's 38-yard line. Keep in mind that their kicker against the Colts 2 weeks ago, missed a 40-some-odd-yard field goal. Their kicker, I believe, is Will Lutz. That might be completely incorrect. I feel like it's still Will Lutz. I think Brandon Perna said Will Lutz. Dylan, do we look like we're scoring? Kind of total breakdown on offense and defense. 3rd down and 4 now at the 38-yard line for Denver. Joe gets hurt in training camp. Ryan, come on, man. He had cramps. If Lamar Jackson can use that excuse, then Joe Burrow should be able to too. 3rd down and 4, and is a 1st down Broncos, as they're going to throw to Cortland Sutton for a 22-yard catch, and Demetrius Knight Jr. is injured on the play. Demetrius Knight Jr. is injured right there. Looks like Zach had lost total control and confidence of this team, lack of discipline, awareness, and execution. Scott Rogers is off them good pills. Perk Rogers. Yeah, it's a mess. 1st down and 10 now at the 16-yard line, and we lost Demetrius Knight Jr. for that play. That's great. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it so far. Yeah, that first drive was so nice. Might go back and watch that first drive. It was good until it wasn't good. Oh, man. We can't afford to lose. Demetrius Knight Jr., linebackers are already thin. They have their starting quarterback. They do have their starting quarterback. 100%. Yeah, Cam Taylor-Britt, it's not that great. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown, Broncos. 14-3. Oh, man. That's painful. That is painful. That is painful. Wow. I'm trying to have words, guys, but it's really hard to have words when you just watch what you just watched. Okay. This is such a rough. This whole situation is very rough right now. All right. You spelled the name wrong. It's Scam Taylor-Britt. Oh, man. Well, Cam Taylor-Britt's probably not going to be getting a new contract after this year. There's a good chance he's not getting a new contract after this year, I'll be honest with you. Bench Cam, what the fluff is he even doing out there? I never went Wilson. Can Joe play as That's what I'm saying, bro. Just cut the toe off. Can you not cut the toe off? Like, okay, listen, right? What if you cut the toe off, right? And you did a prosthetic toe, and we gave him like 3 weeks. Okay? Could he not walk again, realistically speaking, in 3 weeks with a prosthetic toe? I'm just saying, like, I think there's a situation where he could figure out how to walk again in 3 weeks. It's not on his throwing side. Oh, sorry, it's not on his right leg. It's on his left foot. I'm just saying, bro, you could cut it off and we could, like, figure something out. I'm just saying, it might not be a good idea or a good concept to go with, but I just want to know, is it possible we could cut it off? Like, we'll give him a prosthetic, and then he can go out there, and he has 3 weeks, okay? We'll give him 3 weeks to learn how to use the prosthetic and how to play under the prosthetic toe, okay? Like, there's got to be something, man. Like, no, if we had Joe, we would not be losing. I disagree with that. Joe would have put up points by now. Joe would have put up a touchdown on that first drive. Tom, I'm just saying, you know I'm right. Tom, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. I'm just saying, you know I'm right, Tom. Really think about this, man. We could do this. Give him 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks, and we're good. Just saying. You see now you're thinking about it. I know one person in the chat now is thinking about it, and they're like, that's actually that's actually true. That's actually very true. How to ease yourself into the stuff we won't win tonight. I'm used to it. See, Tom. Well, Tom might be responding to somebody else, but that's that. Tom knows. Tom knows. He's thought about it himself. He's like, hey, bro, why don't you cut the toe off? Anyway, first down and 10 now at Cincinnati's 14-yard line after a penalty on Denver. So I'm not going to ask questions anymore. Incomplete pass, deep left to Mitchell Tinsley. We threw it 60 yards to Mitchell Tinsley, and incomplete pass. Second down and 10 now at the 14-yard line for Cincinnati. Oh, man. If you don't do something now. Second and 10 now at Cincinnati's 14-yard line. Toe Burrow. I'm saying. We could sell shirts like that, and he could make extra money. Incomplete pass, deep right to T. Higgins. So he threw it 60 to the left. He threw it 60 to the right. What are we getting out of all this? Neither of them worked. Neither angle worked. They get rich off our team. Sucks. Winston. Jameis freaking Winston. Look up Tom Dempsey's field goal block for the Saints. He didn't have toes or fingers. Exactly! Bro, exactly. He had like a freaking, he had none of them. It was just like a block. And he had a special kicking foot too, which actually worked out very well. Jake Browning, incomplete pass, short right. And that's going to be a penalty on the Bengals offensive line. Amarius Mims with a holding call. And that will be declined. So that's going to be 4th down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fun times, man. Fun times. With the attitude like Nick Saban. Maybe. Bengals will be punting the ball after a 3 and out. at their own 14. So this is going to be a tough punt because this is already your pin deep. Which means they're probably going to get the ball to like midfield or past midfield. What are these guys doing? I would love to know too. Like we will be mocked. Zach Taylor may get fired. He will not get fired. 69-yard punt. Bro, Ryan just punted it 69 yards. He almost punted it 70 yards. Bro, Ryan just punted the ball 70 yards. Can we understand the fact that we were about to get absolutely fluffed over? Ryan punted it from our 14 to their 17. Guys. In the chat, let's stop being negative for a second, okay? Let's realize that Brad Robbins would have punted it 10 yards. I'm just saying, Brad Robbins would have punted the ball 10 yards, and he just punted the ball like 70 yards. Bro just punted it like 70 freaking yards. We got to start somewhere with the celebrations, okay? Like, bro just said, listen, normal punters in that situation, they punt it to the 40, and then the guy returns it to midfield, and they start at midfield, okay? That, bro just punted it 70. Bo Nix, pass for -2 yards, penalty on Denver, illegal man downfield, brings up 2nd down and 9. Nice. 2nd down and 9 now at the 31-yard line for Denver. 7:51 to go in the second quarter. Keep in mind, Denver gets the ball after halftime. So, that's even better, right? Anyway, they get the ball at the halftime as well, so that kind of sucks. At least the Reds are in the playoffs. Yes, the Reds are in the playoffs, thankfully. I am not one to be negative Nancy, but seriously, this is embarrassing. The team isn't even competitive. Especially not on offense. Go Reds. John. Go Reds, John. There we go, Reds. All right, so it's going to be a 6-yard run by R.J. Harvey. Penalty on Trey Hendrickson. Use of hands. 5-yard penalty. Enforced between downs. So 5-yard penalty plus a 6-yard run brings up 3rd down and 6. Yeah. Gotta love that, man. Gotta love that. 3rd down and 6. Go Reds, baby. Go Reds. Love the Reds. All right. Man, this game so far has been rough. And that's actually going to be J.K. Dobbins, 9-yard run. 1st down, Broncos. Yep, 1st down run for J.K. Dobbins. Somehow, wait, hold up. Did that give them a 1st down? 2nd down and 12. I guess that gave them the 1st down. Okay, I didn't realize it gave them a 1st down. 9-yard run for J.K. Dobbins. 2nd down and 1. I know normally that gives a 1st down, but I didn't think that was going to give them a 1st down. So, that gave him a 1st down. Sanders is looking for work. And that's going to be another 1st down. This one, 12-yard run by J.K. Dobbins. And that's going to be 1st down and 10 now at the 40-yard line. Brad Robbins was terrible. Brad Robbins would have punted it 10 yards. Trocan dudes. I think Zach quit on the team. I think we could even go farther. I think Zach has already quit on the team. 1st down and 10 now at Cincinnati's 40-yard line for Denver. We should have gotten him. All that crying about the new contract is too crazy. I mean, at this point, we're going to be trading Trey away if our season goes to heck. So, I guess that whole contract won't even matter at the end of the day. I feel you on that, Dreamy. I felt you on that. It's been rough. It's been a rough game. It's been a rough game so far. Taylor should be fired himself at halftime. Don't think that would ever happen. Offensive holding call on the Broncos will make it 1st and 19 at Cincinnati's 49-yard line. What team is this? Not the team we once knew. It's a team without Joe Burrow, John. This is what without Joe Burrow looks like. If you watch the Ravens with Cooper Rush and without Lamar Jackson, looked exactly the same. They couldn't move the ball to save their lives. 2nd down and 17 after a 2-yard run by R.J. Harvey. Brings up 2nd down and 17 now at the 47-yard line. Oh, James, don't even, James. Faith in Jake Browning is ridiculous. Either admit to tank or trade for a quarterback. I mean, at this point, if this doesn't go better, you're going to trade for a quarterback after this game. This is Jake Browning's last game. And on 2nd and 17, Troy Franklin, 23-yard catch. .23-yard catch on 2nd and 17. At least they're running the clock down fast. 7-yard run by R.J. Harvey. Brings up 2nd down and 3 now. Well, we're about to give him the best quarterback rating after this game. This is painful. I think it can compete with Joe Burrow, but I think Joe Burrow is simply that good. 7-yard catch by Troy Franklin down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal now at the 10-yard line. Yeah, I feel you on that, sports productions. I feel you on that. This team is something else. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line here. 3:20 to go before halftime. Denver gets the ball to start off the second half. It's going to be an incomplete pass short left to Evan Ingram. Brings up 2nd down and 10 now at the 11-yard line. Stadium got their money. Yeah. Franchise, and maybe they'll listen. Tired of the same things every year. The problem is, again, not having Joe Burrow definitely sucks. And if we had Joe Burrow, this game would be different. But, I mean, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. It's honestly a mess. You steal the Bengals win. See until Zach and Mike is going. You got to get rid of Duke and Zach Taylor. You got to get rid of Duke and Zach, and then, you can really start going through it. Evan Ingram, 9-yard catch, brings up 3rd down and 1 at the 2-yard line. You're downtown. I know some good bars in Cincinnati. I mean, if they tank, then it's time for to fire Zach. I can't imagine. Yeah. Denver is not scoring on this drive. Dennis, you are crazy. Because they're at least going to get a field goal. Barely won last year. Oh, that was with a really bad defense. And I know our defense doesn't look great. But they actually look better this year than last year. I know it's surprising. And we stopped them. 4th and 1 at the 2-yard line. We stopped them. They're going to go for it, though. 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it. You can hit up my family donut shop if you want, though. 4th and 1 at the 2-yard line. They're obviously going to go for it. I'm in Southwest Colorado, 8 hours from Denver. Have no connection to Broncos. Okay, there you go. What's up, Paige? Welcome. How y'all doing? Dak shouldn't be cornerback 1. Anyway, it is 4th and 1 now, the 2-yard line. And that's going to be 2:04 to go in the second quarter. Timeout called by Cincinnati. Denver gets the ball to start off the second half. So far, it's not looking too sexy for the Bengals. Chris Hallman, you own a donut shop. Nice. This game be worse than the Vikings. Denver has a defense. Well, so far, actually, this game is a lot better than the Vikings game because we were down by more at this point in the Vikings game. So, every DB on this team is mid of the pack. Middle of the pack. Family runs Hallman's Donuts is in Cincy. Oh, nice. Dude, I would tear up some donuts. I would too, to be honest. I really would too. Dax Hill, been in the league for 4 years, did nothing. And we stopped him. What the fluff? Intercepted! Intercepted by Demetrius Knight Jr. And he's going to be a touchback. Let's go! The defense stopped them. Let's go, baby. Demetrius Knight Jr. with a pick, and we got the ball back. What does that mean? I don't know, but it means that they did not score. It means they did not score. Let's go. That's the only good thing. That's the most positive thing here. Puts us at the 20. Yup, puts us at the 20 because of the interception. That's like it's getting jersey to meet. Awesome, Chris. I don't live in Cincy right now. Or else I'd go. Yeah, I'd definitely go too if I wasn't streaming this game. I told you, Ryan. Yeah, Knights one of the best in 2025. Not a pick, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that is a pick, but okay. Anyway. Dropped it. No. He didn't drop it. Let's not say that. Let's not say that. He didn't drop it. He caught it. I don't want to hear any negativity there. Nope. Zach, don't. No. That pack, it did not hit the ground. That was a good catch. That was a great catch right there. I love that catch. I don't think it touched the ground. Exactly. I just watched it, and it did not touch the ground. Ball didn't touch the ground. That's an interception. I want to see what the backups can do, to be honest. I feel you on that one. Okay, caught. That hit the ground. That's an incomplete pass. That definitely hit the ground. Oh, that's so painful. Well, we still stopped them. Wait, guys, we still stopped them, though. We still stopped them. It was 4th down. It's still our ball. We just started at our own 3-yard line. But we stopped them, though. It's still our ball. We're just now at the 3-yard line or 2-yard line instead of the 20. It would have been nicer to be at the 20. And they're calling that an interception. That's an interception. 4-yard run by Chase Brown, and that interception stands. They called that an interception. That was not an interception. That hit the ground, And Jake Brown's going to scramble for 3 yards, brings up 3rd down and 3 at the 27-yard line. Guys, if you take out Jake Browning, the only other quarterback you have is Brett Ripien. Brett Ripien's not going to do any better. It definitely did touch the ground. But you know what? I love the energy. It definitely did touch the ground. That thing slid right out of his hands. 3rd down and 3 now at the 27-yard line. I mean, at this point, we're doing anything we can. Put him in. Oh, Vilna. And Jake Browning gets sacked. Well, all right. We're going to punt it. Oh, my man. Can we freaking do anything? Can we please do anything on offense? I'm at a point where I'm actually happy we kicked the field goal and didn't go for it because of this. 63-yard punt for Ryan Renfro. 63-yard punt. Brought a 69-yard punt and then a 63-yard punt. His leg is going to be broken out at the end of this game. If Ryan Renfro's leg is still working by the end of this game, I'll be heavily surprised. Oh, man, I'm in so much pain right now. I'm in so much pain right now. Dude, we did all that to get sacked. Two-yard catch by Evan Ingram brings up 2nd down and 8 now at the Denver 22-yard line. This is so stupid. This is so stupid, bro. And it looks like Denver just running the clock out. They're just going to go to halftime. They're just going to go to halftime up 11. I'm sure they're happy with that situation. They get ball at the half. Oh, maybe not actually. As there's going to be a penalty flag on defensive holding on the Bengals, but it's going to be an 11-yard catch by Troy Franklin. So 11-yard catch and defensive holding on the Bengals. So, oh, man. I am just... This is just such a bad offense. Incomplete pass intended for Evan Ingram. 2nd down and 10. 42 seconds to go before halftime. Broncos get the ball up to halftime. We need a defensive touchdown. I think the last first down we got was incomplete pass, short right to Troy Franklin. I feel like the last first down we got was that all the way back the first drive? I feel like it was the first drive. He didn't do crap last week either. Trey didn't do anything last week. He didn't do anything last week. He didn't do anything this week. Shamar Stewart can't play because he's injured. Miles Murphy's a bust. You can't sign Russell Wilson. You have to trade for Russell Wilson. I think if you could sign the guy, they would probably have already signed him. Really worse than 23. this is so rough, man. This is actually so rough right now. This is such a rough situation. 3rd down and 10, and they throw it 28 yards to Cincinnati's 39-yard line. 28-yard catch. And now they're in field goal range. Marvin Mims, 28-yard catch. This is pathetic. Back-to-back games. He's not officially a bust, I guess, but like he's so close to being officially a bust at this point. The guy doesn't do anything. But he's not technically, I guess. You could say he's not. I mean, it's been 4 years though. Like at what point? Not 4 years. It's been 2 years. So he's not a bust at being political about it. What? No one talk politics. What are you talking about? Political. Don't talk political. No politics. 14-yard catch by Tyler Batty. And that's going to be down to the 28-yard line of Cincinnati. Final timeout called by Denver. Yup. The gang's all here. So Zach Taylor, and you see everyone saying fire him. I've been saying fire him for a while now. But yeah. Incomplete pass intended for Tyler Batty up the middle. I think it was 2nd down and 10 now at 20 seconds ago before halftime. I'm trying to defend you. Want to start being political about it. Wait, wouldn't start being political about it. I will score. No, I don't want to. I don't talk politics. I don't talk politics at all. It does suck. It does suck. But it is what it is, man. This is the team we love. And we just keep rocking and rolling. Trey is hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2nd down and 10 at 28-yard line. The second, what is ours? We have to play another half? I thought we could mercy rule this. So that we only lose by this much and it looks better in the end. Joseph Asai offsides. Okay, so 8-yard catch by Cam Sutton. And it's going to be a penalty on Joseph Asai for offsides. And it's declined, obviously. We need to blitz more. Well, because going into this season, they thought that Joe Burrow would light this game up and do amazing. And, well, we're kind of without the Joe Burrow part. Trey Hendrickson is banged up on the sideline, it looks like. He's going down to one knee. Not sure what's going on there. Just looks like he got banged up on the play. Maybe he got something in his eye. He might have gotten something in his eye. He's done that before, where something like hits his eye or something. So maybe it's something gotten in his eye or something. They're down to 2 now, the 20-yard line with 8 seconds to go, and it's a touchdown. Cam Sutton touchdown. Okay, touchdown. Alright, Trey looks like he's okay. 21-3. The gang's all here. Yeah, Trey will be okay. Zach, I don't know how how you're making that. He's making a smug face on the sideline. I don't know how Zach Taylor right now is making a smug face on the sideline. I feel like that's the last thing you should be doing right now, Zach. I feel like you making a smug face on the sideline is a very, very bad idea. All right, man. This is so painful. And that's straight on Dax Hill. Dax just got beat. All right. Yep. Wow. Wowzers. I just made a mess in my trousers. Wow, how about them Reds? How about them Reds? How about them Reds? Ratatouille's a good movie. I really do like Ratatouille. Tail after the game. It's a long season. These guys aren't going to give up. They're fighters. Oh, Zach will do something. I'll tell you that, man. Zach will do something. Oh. Yeah. At least the Jets came back. It's 24-13 with the Jets game. Force to sell the team. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Oh, man. Halftime. 3-21. 21-3. You know what didn't age well? Hold up. Did the guy delete it? Okay, I gotta see something real fast. Somebody posted something, and I think the guy deleted it. Okay, hang on. Cortland. So far, Cortland Sutton has 88 yards and a touchdown. He deleted it. Oh, no, he didn't delete it. Respect for not deleting it. This guy posted on Twitter, Cam Taylor-Britt's playing tonight, right? So he posted this little meme thing on Twitter. Cortland Sutton will not be playing tonight because obviously, you know, Cam Taylor-Britt's playing against him. And yeah, that did not age well. 5 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown. It's a rough game, man. It's a very rough game so far. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go pass the kidney stone for the defense and the offense and the special teams and the pooplas and at this point, everything else that could ever have a special team situation for it. Well, hang on. Hold up. Okay. What's up, Dogfire? What's up, Dogfire? Oh, man. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Hold up. Where is, hold up, where is this thingy wingy? This work? Wait, hold up. Low key? Does it actually work? I didn't think this was going to work. Alright, hold up, guys. Chat. Background color. But it doesn't let me. Chat delay. Could do boxed. I'm so confused. How do I do the background? Fire everybody. Oh, okay, I see. It didn't. Nah, that's not working like I wanted to. Never mind, it's not working like. I see. Low key, this is. You see. I guess technically you could have the chat. This is how people, I guess, do the chat thing. Anyway, it starts fun. The offense trickles down. Exactly. Fire Duke Tobin first, then fire Zach Taylor. Duke Tobin first, then Zach Taylor. This team is such pain. It really is pain. But Duke and then Zach, and then it trickles down. Fire Duke and Zach Taylor. Makes it feel a little bit better when we got the fire Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin in. Hold up. Hold up. Where are we at? There we go. And let me do a background of that. Jake is not the option. They are not firing anyone. I know they're not firing anyone. We all know they're not firing anyone. Doesn't mean we can't win it. Doesn't mean we can't win it. Because they're not doing it. You know? We wanted them to trade for Micah Parsons. They didn't do it. But it doesn't mean we can't win it. Of course, he's not going to fire anyone, but we can still win it. And that's all that matters. Ryan Finley, is that a bear? Hey, let's try them all out. We have plenty of time this year. Let's keep trying out new options and seeing which one works.
This is the wild card. Where it's win or go home.
Whoa, that's audio. Oh my baby. Okay. Okay. There we go. Not over. I think we need a new quarterback, and then I think things can get figured out. That's what I think. I think once we get a new quarterback, things can get figured out. That would be interesting. Maybe it could be Bill Belichick. You know? Maybe it could be something else. I don't know. do we have in the first half here? Wait, what are the tweets saying? Oh, that's nothing. Okay. Time possession was 16 minutes to 13 minutes. So time possession was actually very, very close. Where am I at? Display. Right, why am I stupid here? Where is my second? There it is. So time possession was actually very, very close. It was 16 to 13. I feel like they had so much more time than us. Am I crazy? I feel like they had so much more time than us in this game. First downs, we had 6. They had 16 in the first half. Rushing, we ran it twice. They ran it 4 times. Passing once versus 11. Bengals, we had 3 penalties. They had 1 penalty. We were 2 for 7 on third down. They were 6 for 8. We didn't go for it on fourth down, even though John would love us to. They were 0-1, with one of them being an interception. Yeah, Browning looks awful. Nate, it literally, remember when we watched the preseason? It literally worked worse in the preseason. It literally works worse in the preseason. The fact he is not trying to switch it up is crazy to me. Gunslinger out there. He needs to be a Brett Favre. Jake Browning just needs to be Brett Favre. Just be like Brett Favre would be fine. Total plays 27 to 42. So that's what I'm saying. So we only had the ball 3 minutes less than them, and they went ahead and had 20 more plays. Oh no, 15 more plays than us. That's crazy. That's some insane crap right there. At this point, probably. From Toronto. You're from Canada and you're a Bengals fan? Bonjour. And also, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what you lost, but you probably lost something. Can we start Ripien at this point? Is trying to be a system quarterback and dunk. That's not what he's good at. Yeah. That's pretty much it. All right, second half. Second half, baby. It's time to watch the second half. Denver will start at their own 30-yard line. It'll be first down 10 for Denver at their own 30-yard line. We'll see what they call. He will be a backup. He can't be Brett. He's not confident enough. Was Brett Favre really confident, or was he just like Jameis Winston on steroids? That guy threw the ball anywhere. First down 10 now, the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Broncos decide to do. Team I watch. This ain't the Bengals. Yeah. 8-yard pass to Marvin Mims will bring up second down and 2 now at the 38-yard line of Denver. Second down and 2 at the 38-yard line. Come on, defense. What we need is a defensive pick 6 or a defensive turnover. Might not win this a game, but it will make it a little bit more stomachable. Browning isn't scamming welfare funds from the poor. That is true. Or sending his penis picture out to people. Brett Favre also did that as well. And we all, but Mark, we have to say allegedly because apparently that guy sues people. So allegedly, those things happen. Allegedly. Because apparently Brett Favre sued, who did he sue? Pat McAfee for saying it? So let's just say allegedly. Run up the middle by J.K. Dobbins, 5-yard run, and that is the first down of the second half. Nah, let's just tank. They need to rebuild the trenches. They're not going to tank, though, Nate, Because at the end of the day, you got to keep in mind, if we did, theoretically speaking, tank, Zach Taylor would have to be fired. Duke Tobin would have to be fired. And they're not going to get fired. So they're not going to tank. Yeah, the alleged picture. The alleged picture. Yeah. Everything's alleged because I like to sue people for saying things that even if they're proven correct, he'll still try to sue them. 2nd and 10 here after the incomplete short pass to the right-hand side. It's going to be at the 43-yard line. We had a chance to get J.K. J.K. Dobbins just always gets injured. That's his problem. And behind our offensive line, he would have gotten injured. Fire Zach Train now. Yeah, I actually jumped aboard that last week, Nate, and it's so nice. It's a luxurious 5-bedroom apartment on this train. I love it on here. It's such a nice area. 3rd down and 8. After a 2-yard run by Bo Nix. Tackle made by Trey Hendrickson. We still have a better record than the Ravens. We look terrible. Yeah, but the Ravens just lost 7 players, so they're probably going to lose the next 3 games as well. So we're probably going to lose. We're going to lose the next 3. They're going to lose the next 3 as well. So 3rd down and 8 at the 45-yard line of Denver. An incomplete pass short left for Bo Nix. That's going to bring up 4th down and 8 now, and it's going to be a punt play for the Broncos. So defense does end up getting a stop. Fun times. Let's see if this defense can do something with that stop. Or we're just, saving face. At this point, I just want the game to be closer so that I can at least feel a little bit more happy inside, even though I know it's all over. Steelers going to win the division by default because the other 3 teams suck. Pretty much, yeah. That's the thing that sucked, because I was hoping the Steelers would suck too. I was really hoping the Steelers would suck too. Because then it would be like, oh, everyone sucks. Nice. Good start so far, I guess. Yes. And that's going to be a 42-yard punt. Chuck Sizzle runs it back for 16 yards. 16-yard return for Chuck Sizzle. We'll return it to the 30-yard line. Sad part is, I think at this point, Chuck Sizzle's 16-yard return might have been the 3rd best play of the night. That was the 3rd best play to happen tonight. Was that 16-yard return. 2 of the other 2 were the punt returns by not punt returns. The other 2 were the 2 punts, the 70-yard punt and the 62-yard punt by Ryan Renfro. And this is the 3rd best play tonight by us. 1st down and 10 now at the 30-yard line for Cincinnati. Currently holding the Broncos to a 3-and-out to start off the second half. Steelers are probably win the division. The Steelers are going to win the division, but they're going to go 9-8. I guarantee you. We already know how this works, guys. The Steelers are going to go 9-8, and they're going to win the division at a 9-8 team. They're going to find a way to go 9-8. That's the only way they can make the playoffs. This is the worst offense ever in the NFL. No, this is not even close to the worst offense. Not even close. There is so many worse offenses in this. There's offenses who couldn't even get 10 yards in the game. We've gained 66 through the air and 34 through the ground. We almost have 100 yards of offense so far. There's teams that couldn't even get 100 yards of offense. John, this is not Joe Burrow led. Oh man. I remember when Tyler Huntley took over for the Miami Dolphins when Tua went down. In that whole game, he had 37 passing yards. And they had 5 or 6 rushing yards in the whole game. That was the whole game. they had 36 passing yards and 4 rushing yards. That's worse than us. We're not there yet. We're close, but we're not there yet. That's how you know you hit rock bottom, is when Tyler Huntley does that. Run play up the middle, actually up the left-hand side. 3-yard run by Chase Brown. Ravens do have Cooper Rush, and if you saw last week, at the 30-yard line on 4th and 2, he threw the ball away. Definitely high IQ play. Yep. This is something, all right. Trying to be nice at this point. Pissed at Joe, and this is a terrible team. I know, John. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all you guys being here. Samaje Perine run up the middle. That's going to be a 5-yard run. So I ran it for 2 yards, and then we ran it for 5 yards. Actually, 3 yards and then 5 yards. Oh, man. 3rd down and 2 now at the 38-yard line for Cincinnati. Let's see what ends up happening here. He did beat us when he was with the Cowboys. 3rd down and 2. Come on, baby. Let's go. Yep. Cooper Rush, he's not really that bad, but he's not the greatest backup, but he's pretty decent. You just gotta get a 1st down, man. You just gotta get it. We got stopped. Incomplete pass to Yoshi. 3 and out. We went 3 and out again. You know, it's like part of me just wants to scream, man. Part of me just wants to scream my head off. But I don't think I can scream this loud. We're down 18, man. We're down 18, Nate. We're down 18, bro. We're not even down 17. Oh, man. Yeah, we have to trade for a quarterback. You can't keep him. You can't keep Jake. And the ball got batted backwards like 60 yards, bro. Like, that just got batted backwards. Was someone open? I mean, he had 2 guys in his face, and the ball just get batted backwards within milliseconds. Oh, was that a screen pass? That was a screen pass. That was Zach Taylor's screen pass. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Punt play. And it is... They muffed it! They muffed it! They muffed it! We're at the 9-yard line! We're at the 9-yard line! They muffed it! They muffed it! We're at the 9-yard line! He fair caught it. Oh, that's not catch. No. That is not catch. That's not interference. That's not catch pass interference. There's no way. They called catch interference. How is that catch interference? The guy ran into him. The guy ran into him. How is that catch interference? He moved out of the way. He moved out of the way. The guy ran into him. I don't understand how that's catch interference. The guy ran into him. He moved out of the way purposely not to get that penalty. I don't understand that. He literally moved out of the way to not get the penalty. And then, what? I don't understand how that's a penalty flag. Like, I understand if he fell into him, but he didn't. He moved out of the way. They called it. Ryan was wrong. He had a chance and bobbled it. Wait, how was I wrong? Are you saying... Wait, John, wait. How am I wrong on that? They called it. I know they called it. I got that. It was wrong. He had a chance and he bobbled it. Yeah, exactly. He had a chance. He bobbled it. And then the guy moved out of the way. He had a chance to catch it, and then the guy moved out of the way. He bobbled it, and then went into P.J. Jules' chest, and P.J. Jules took the ball. Oh, yeah, I don't think they're going to win anytime soon, I'll be honest. Oh, you were right. Okay. That was confused about. Okay, I got you, John. Yeah, that was easily. That's such a stupid. That's a game changer right there. I'm not saying we would have scored, okay? I'm not saying we would have. But that's a game changer. 9-yard run. Up the middle for that J.K. Dobbins. 2nd down and 1 at the 24-yard line. Have you seen our drafting, Matt? Have you seen us drafting? We had 4 scouts last season. We now have 6. And it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, the guys selecting is Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin and Katie Blackburn. Like, I don't know if it matters if we have better picks. I don't think it matters. We take stupid players sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. 6-yard run up the middle. Dolphins won 27-21. Their Jets came back. First down and 10 at Denver's 30-yard line. This is so bad. My picks are always good. No, even at the top 5. That's not always true. Wasn't Tavon Alston the 5th overall pick or something? And Trayvon Walker has been pretty bad. Offensive offsides, 5-yard penalties on the Broncos. Trayvon Walker has not lived up to the 1st overall pick. How about Trent Richardson? Trent Richardson was the 2nd overall pick. He has not lived up to expectations. It looks soft like cookie dough. I mean, I agree for the most part, but there are some really bad players. Clowney did not live up to expectations. Clowney was the number 1 overall pick. He looked awful. Clowney was a joke. And it's going to be a 14-yard pass to R.J. Harvey for a 1st down and some. And actually, excuse me, because they did 2 plays at once here, which was annoying. It's going to be an incomplete pass, penalty on them for a false start. Then it's a 14-yard pass on 2nd and 10 for we declined the penalty. We declined the false start penalty, and then the next play later they threw it 14 yards. So we declined the false start penalty. See you, James. See ya. Yeah, Clowney's better now, but he's still not. Like, if you told me Clowney's production, he's not a 1st overall pick. He has never lived up to the 1st overall pick. I mean, Cam Newton for a little bit of time never did. I mean, he did get to a Super Bowl and got MVP, but outside of that, I don't think Cam Newton ever lived up to the 1st overall pick. He never did either. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. 8:40 to go in counting in the third quarter. Paid Chase and Higgins. Henderson for what? We could have gotten the results without keeping any of those guys. In theory, you are right. In theory, you are right. We wouldn't have 66 yards right now if it wasn't for those guys. I'll tell you that. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. Oh, man. Can it be a mercy rule? I don't understand why there can't be a mercy rule. So there's a flag on the play. This is going to be on Denver for an illegal. Okay, so a penalty flag on Denver for an illegal blindside block, which was a 15-yard penalty. And then they would run it for 4 yards on 1st and 25. And now it's 2nd and 21. So an illegal blindside block puts them back to 2nd and 21. Maybe we can trade out the number 1 overall pick for a team that needs a quarterback with a massive haul. We can't miss all of our draft picks, right? Oh, no. Nate, yes, we can. Yes, we can. We have 6 scouts. We had 4, and now we have 6. So only 18 points. Yeah, but I don't think we can get 18 yards at this point, Dylan. Oh, man. 2nd and 21. And it's a 7-yard catch. Okay. It's going to be a 7-yard catch by Ingram. There's a penalty on Denver for a legal man downfield that will be declined. So 3rd and 14. Third and 14. So another penalty flag on Denver, and it is brought back. Oh, man. Smith wasn't. He was the 3rd, but New Orleans offered a boatload of picks that Mike Brown turned down. Okay, so now based on what I understand, William, it was actually the 49ers, and we stopped them. 5-yard catch by Mims, and we stopped them. But I believe, if I am correct, we actually got a boatload of picks from the 49ers, not the Saints. And we turned it down because Mike Brown didn't want to pay all the first-round picks. So based on what I understand, you might be correct, but I believe it was the 49ers, not the Saints. I think it was the Niners, not the Saints. And we turned it down because Mike Brown didn't want to pay all the picks. I don't know if he's officially hurt or not. There's no true update on that. First down and 10 now, the 20-yard line for Cincinnati. You know, we scored 1 touchdown. This is actually going to look like an actual game. Now, hope we get blown out the next 6 weeks. Mike Brown is forced to fire Zach Taylor. He will not fire. Okay, first off, he's not going to fire Zach Taylor until the end of the season. There's no way he's ever going to fire Zach Taylor before the end of the season. Like, he's going to keep him to the end of the season. Again, nobody thinks he should, but he is. Everything's the issue at this point. That's so negative. So negative by me. Joe Burrow is the reason we are good. Right now, his toe is the reason we are bad. He lost the locker room. There is no locker room anymore. We don't have a locker room. We got rid of it. We now just play out of a shed. And everything we do is out of a shed. I just left how bad we are. Nothing you can do. Browning's still in, man. We should play the other quarterback. He's not any better, man. Brett Ripien is not any better. I feel like the reason why they don't want to put in Brett is because they know if they put in Brett, that Jake is officially done. Like, once you put in Brett, you are officially saying, okay, we're done with Jake. We're moved on from Jake. And it's just GG, bro. Well, you would expect if you're going to keep him for... We don't have Clifford available. All we have available is Brett. We don't have Clifford. We don't have the White Lightning. No, I don't think we can. No, I don't think we can. What was I gonna say? I mean, but you expect if you're gonna keep Jake Browning for this long and have him as your backup for this long, you would expect you to feel confident that he could be your starter given the opportunity. Apparently, they felt like he could be the starter given the opportunity. 22-yard catch by Yoshi. First down, Bengals. This rate, no. To the next 3 weeks, I think we would lose the next 3 weeks at this rate. That's a possibility, Nick. That's a possibility. All right, here we go. 22-yard catch by Jake Browning. By Yoshi. Brings up first down and 10 at the 42-yard line. First down of the second half. Ugh. Fun times. And that's going to be an 8-yard catch by Jamar Chase. Brings up second down and 2 now at midfield. This will be the first time the Bengals are in Denver territory since the first drive of the game. Just put that out there. Just really fathom this. This will be the first time we are in Bengals territory since the first drive of the game. First down, Bengals! And that's going to be moving the chains again. 6-yard play. First down. First down. And that's a first down run by Chase Brown. And that's going to be 6 yards up the middle for a first down Bengals. Let's go. We're doing something here. We are doing something here. At the 44-yard line, first time in Bengals area. First time in Broncos territory this ball game since the first drive. First down and 10 now at the 44-yard line. I think AC, Slater, and Zach Martin can save this team. And there's a holding call on Teddy K. Holding call on Teddy K will move us back 10 yards. First down and 20 now at the 46-yard line of Cincinnati. Holding calls definitely kill drives, and they kill your hopes and dreams. Minnesota showed last week why you should cut Jake Brown. They did. And Jake Browning is sacked for a loss of 7. So a holding call, and then Jake gets sacked for a loss of 7, which will bring up second down and 27. That's awesome. Thank you for the quick fact of the day, Mowley. Burrow can come back if we were, in a positive situation. Oh, man, this is so bad. You know what? It's like this is better than last week, but it's still so bad. 10-yard catch by Chase Brown is going to bring up third down and 17 now at the 49-yard line. Get a first down here, man, and you are going to defeat all logic. No mobility. And throw it to Chase, man, our best player. Bro, that's on Jake. Third down and 17 now at the 49-yard line for the Bengals. At least if you get a chunk play here or some yards, maybe you have a chance to do something. You just got to get a chunk play at least. And it's incomplete. Yeah. Again, like I said, you would want to at least get a chunk play there. Maybe that could be something if you got a chunk play, but that's going to be a GG on that one. And the Bengals will punt the ball away and hopefully try to pin them deep. But so far, that's not like it's meaning anything at all. This is so bad. And that's going to be punted down to the 8-yard line of the Broncos. That is our fourth best play of the game. That's our fourth best play today. Is that punt to the 8-yard line. It's sad but true. Backup needs to come in. Oh, man, at this point, yeah. Blitz at the fourth highest rate. Broncos blitz at the fourth highest rate, which is 38%. Okay. Oh, man. We need what we need right now is a pick six or a defensive touchdown. Like, we need a defensive touchdown so badly. I will say our defense so far has looked decent. I mean, they've given up 0 points in the third quarter. Wasn't before halftime, I feel like it would be even a better situation you could talk about. Bengals need to cut all their offensive linemen. Yeah, this is bad. I don't think it's going to change after this game. Yeah, no, it's probably not going to. Can't all this offense. What you need now is just pick sixes. You need defensive touchdowns. You need like crazy passes by Bo Nix, and then it just becomes like a pick six and a defensive touchdown. That's what you need more than anything right now. I will agree. Jake Browning is simply not it. Stevie Wonder could probably throw better passes. I'll be honest with you. If he was out here, he would probably throw a lot better passes. Mims and Atlanta Brown have been horrible this game. Yeah, get a safety would be nice. But, I mean, that's only 2 points. We need more than 2 points. Ravens aren't going to make the playoffs, Zach. But it doesn't matter because we are in a very bad situation. Oh, man. Oh, man. There again. Yeah, it's really hard to get past the 3, man. The 3 is a really hard to get past. When you hit 3, it's really hard to win, you know? What Zach has to say this time, same as last week, one thing. Jamal's not winning a Triple Crown, nothing. I don't know if DeMar Chase is going to hit 1,000 yards at this rate. I think it's going to be tough for him to hit 1,000 yards with how this is going. Unless we change our quarterback. Got to change our quarterback. Next Monday night is Trevor Lawrence versus Patrick Mahomes. That's cool. 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard run. Wow, this is bad. Rather get fired than give up play calling. He's not going to get fired. And that's going to be a first down Denver as Atkins is going to catch the ball for 7 yards. I don't know if Brett Ripien's going to do much better, but yes, I guess at this point you would probably just put in Brett Ripien. Will do better. This team is an embarrassment. Yes. They need to bench Browning. That would be fun. Oh, and now Chase is screaming at Zach Taylor. Now Jamar Chase is screaming at Zach Taylor. Yep. Chase is now screaming at Zach Taylor. And oh, yep, now Chase is going off. Now Chase is going off. Okay. Chase is losing it on Zach Taylor. 15-yard catch by Troy Franklin. And yeah, Zach has officially lost the team. First and 10 at Denver's 32-yard line. We would be every team's get right game. Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of, yeah. Oh, man, that's bad. That's not what you want to see. Oh, man. Hold up. I'll pull it up then. Okay. Hang on, guys. I'm going to pull up the video then. At this point, it's just a mess. Where are we at? What am I missing here? Okay. Hang on, I gotta find the exact clip. Oh, did not mean to do that. Get a little bit farther in. 1 second. Oh, there we go. 2:32. Alright, I'm just trying to do this so the NFL doesn't take down. I'm not live streaming your game, NFL. Hang on, I just gotta get through this little snippet. It's right after this. Hang on. I'm going to try to get the exact time stamp. Okay. Okay, come on. Show me the play. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get the exact showing here so I can actually not show the NFL clip. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. There's your play. Ugh. There's him yelling at Zach Taylor. I didn't show the game. I didn't show the game. I showed a little bit. I'll show a little bit just to show that. But it's not the whole game. You didn't see an actual play. Anyway, it's going to be the end of the third quarter, but not before R.J. Harvey catches the ball for 10 yards to the 43-yard line. What? Transpiring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for what it is. Making it more than just him. He seems concerned for the city. Yeah. Frustration, not yelling. I'm going to assume there was probably some cuss words in there. I don't think that was just a frustration. I think there's a lot of words being said there. Seemed like he was yelling. Definitely. To me, it seemed like he was yelling. Not as bad. I don't think he was saying those things in a very hushed tone. Should have done more. Man. Yeah. This is just across the board, man. I think this is the best way to describe it. This is what Chase was on the sideline. Oh, man. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Jake has no confidence. He is shook. Should hit Zach with several German surplex. Problem is, you'd be kicked out of the league if he did that. Pretty sure he'd be kicked out of the league if he started beating Zach Taylor to that degree. Starts hurting Zach that much, they're going to kick him out of the league, which we don't want that to happen. It was my birthday. That's what it would do for my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Nate. Happy birthday, man. Hopefully you had a good birthday outside of this game. I hope hopefully it was pretty decent outside of this one. I assume it's pretty rough given this game. And that's going to be a holding call on the Broncos, which will be 1st and 19 at the 41-yard line. Thanks. I'm 69 today. It was good. Oh, nice. 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 If he can't afford. Oh, man. And then you got a false start penalty. So now it's a 5-yard penalty on top of that. So now that's going to be a 15 yards of total penalties right there. And then it's going to be incomplete pass to Troy Franklin. Brings up 2nd and 24 here at the 29-yard line. Happy birthday to Nate, man. Great birthday. Now, I'm going to guess your actual age, Nate, is probably like 41. No. You're probably 38. You kind of look, I've seen your profile pic. You look 38 to me. How old are you actually, Nate? I'm going to guess 38. You can't blame Burrow for getting paid what he's worth. Oh, no. I mean, you can never blame a quarterback getting paid what they're worth. All these quarterbacks get paid what they're worth. And then it is what it is. In that situation, you get paid that money. It's going to be R.J. Harvey. Pass for 4 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 20 now. Ooh, close. Are you higher or lower? Are you 30, 40? 40? I guess you said close, which probably means you're going to be under that. So 35? You guess 35. Either 35 or 40. 3rd and 20 now at Denver's 33-yard line. It's time for the media circus. I'm going to go do something crazy. Yeah, I mean, it might be more entertaining this game. Evan Ingram, I'm 41. Okay, gotcha. 41. Denver, 11-yard catch by Evan Ingram brings up 4th down and 9 at Denver's 44-yard line. Denver will be punting the ball, and we will be getting the ball back. Yeah, let's go. We get the ball back. Oh, man. Plays more than Burrow. Does play more than Burrow. Right now. This season, he has played more games than Burrow. I will agree with that. Well, we go down and score a touchdown, right? Our defense has allowed 0 points in the second half so far. If he just changes scheme. Bro, Cornell, when you said that, it reminded me of this. Hold up, you just remind me of this. Oh, wait. Did they not have the video? Hang on. This is not on you. It's on... if it's not on YouTube, that's going to suck. I don't think it's on YouTube. Dang it, man. There's some kid who says, like, it's not on you guys. It's not on the players. It's on the coaches. And it's like the ultimate meme. And that exactly what you remind me of there. Why is Jake still playing? I think it's because Jake got State Farm. And maybe State Farm is backing us now. Yeah, pretty bad. If we knew what was... Yeah. I don't know. If we knew what was happening, maybe we'd be more successful. Oh, man. Rhodes, but Elon Musk said he would buy the team. I don't think he's going to buy the team, man. Be honest with you, those hits, though, Joe holds the ball, tries. Score-wise, we are still in this game, but they won't score. Yeah, it's like our defense has actually, for some reason, actually been pretty good this game. Like, outside of the first half. Even the first half, we only allowed 21 points. With how bad we were, I'm surprised we didn't allow 60. But our defense is actually pretty decent. Yes, it's on the coaches. Yes. 100% on the coaches. Cornell, 100%. All right, first down and 10 at the 16-yard line. Just go down the field, score a touchdown, and life can be happy again. And it's going to be a 12-yard catch by Chase Brown to the 28-yard line. Glass is waxing the Batmobile while Bengals burn. It's not a defense. It's Browning in the offense. Yes, it's a coaching and the play calling on offense as well. Erskine 10. An incomplete pass to Jamar Chase. Yes, I think everyone looks defeated at this point on this team. I would assume nobody is really feeling themselves now, Mr. Krabs. Second and 10 at the 28-yard line for Jake Browning. Chase Browning's had a good game. 40 yards on the ground, 4 yards a carry, and he's had some really good catches. If we could score more than 3 points, that would be nice. We get a couple more first downs. And Jake Browning is sacked for a loss of 6 by John Franklin Meyer. Wow, they actually do have 302 yards passing. John, you're not kidding. I did not realize how many yards they had passing. They have 302 yards passing, but they haven't scored, though. They can't score. Bend don't break? That is completely bend don't break at its finest. And incomplete pass to Samaje Perine brings up 4th and 16. Bengals will punt. No, I get that. We give it 416 yards, but the problem is... Oh, it is right there. I did not even realize that. It's literally right here. 416 yards. But here's the thing, though. We're not allowing points. We allowed 0 points in the second half. Which is good. I mean, you get a good scheme, a better scheme on offense, and an actual quarterback, and you might be able to do something. This is just so painful. Yeah. Girlfriend and let her do things out there. Oh, this offense is so bad. And 61-yard punt, which is now the official 5th best play of the game. That's the 5th best play of the game. 3 of them were punts, and 1 was a interception that was definitely dropped. And yeah, that is the 5th best play of the game. And 3 of the 5 were punts. I mean, 416 yards and allowing 0 points in the second half really looks good. Oh, man. It's 4th and 16. You're not faking a punt, man. Love your love for the punting game. After watching Brad Robbins for a year, I really love the punting game. I'm starting to love it. I'll catch y'all next game. My dog going to be a long season. Dennis, our next game we play is the Lions game. That's going to be an awful game. Yeah, but it got called back. It got called back, though. That's the problem. It got called back. If it didn't get called back, maybe it would be better. I mean, you can't blame Perna. You really can't. Honestly, you can't. You can't blame Perna. He deserves to be excited. Honestly, the Broncos should be 3-0. The Broncos should be 3-0 right now. The fact that Broncos are not 3-0 is absolute, lunacy. So, they should have beat the Colts. They had the Colts game won. The Chargers game came down to 3 points. And now they're, it is what it is. 11-yard run up the middle for J.K. Dobbins. Broncos fans deserve to talk trash after this game. It's just the fact that we, again, went 3 and out so many times in this game and our defense gave up 0 points in the second half is quite the most amazing achievement I've ever seen in my life. I get it, they've given up so many yards. I understand that, right? They give up 433 yards. I understand that. But to give up 0 points and 433 yards when your offense goes 3 and out every single drive is kind of the most amazing achievement I've ever seen in my life. Well, that's just part of being a Bengals fan. You got to deal with seasons like this. It's not always sexy. It's not always fun, but this is why we love the team. You ride with the highs and you ride with the lows. Can't always be at the very top. Sometimes you got to work your way up there and deal with the pain. I mean, at this point, I feel like they should have already gotten an adequate backup by this point. Jake Browning's been your backup now for 3 seasons, so like, at some point you got to find an adequate backup, but I don't know if they're going to. 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 1. It's a 12-yard catch by Marvin Mims. This is bad. This is ugly. This is what you call ugly. At this point, I feel like Zach Taylor just wants him in just to have him in. I don't think there's any actual rhyme or reason at this point. It's just he's in to be in. Nobody wants Jermaine Pratt back. You got to fire Duke and Zach. You can't just fire Zach. You really can't, because Duke would just replace him with another Zach. You have to realize that is if you fire Zach and not Duke, Duke's just going to replace him with another Zach. Jake Browning's on the sideline just with his head down. He's like, oh, man. 1st down. J.K. Dobbins. I feel like low-key, Jake Browning has lost his initials being JB. I feel like low-key, Jake Browning can no longer be called JB. I feel like that is now considered a disrespectful act against Joe Burrow. I think legally, he should have to change his initials of his name. 1st down and 10 is going to be J.K. Dobbins for 16 yards. 16-yard run by J.K. Dobbins. This is so bad. 3-yard run by R.J. Harvey up the middle. 2nd down and 7. He's dangerous. Might make a funny video with Chase talking about Zach. Oh man, this is so bad. Like our draft picks this year, actually. Yeah. I mean, that's something. I don't blame you, Harrison. I don't blame you. 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. How many turnovers? We had 1 turnover today. Okay. 1 turnover. Yeah, Terry, it is hard to watch. I agree with you on that. I don't know how touchdown Broncos. Touchdown R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey touchdown. This is so embarrassing. 492 yards. 192 yards. They never ask him difficult questions, Zach. You know that. They give him freaking, like... They give him, beach ball questions. He can just dance around and, like, give a political response. Freaking guy's worse than a politician speaking up there. He just gives you a DC dip and troll a million freaking times and doesn't ever actually say anything logical. My mic gave up. I think it's because I think I wasn't speaking directly into my mic. That's... Yep. Lions will put up 60. They might put up 70, man. Going into the Lions game, it was what, a 8.5 points. They were favored 8.5 points. Now they're gonna be favored by like 20 points. What would you ask, Taylor? If you see the constant failure of your offensive play calling, and you see the constant results keep giving you the same exact results over and over and over again, and nothing seems to be working, at what point do you feel like you share some, if not majority, of the blame for the lack of offense? That's what I would ask him. And he would give me a DC dip and troll. He'd say, well, you know, we feel like we are confident in our offense. We feel like we're confident in our team. And we feel like... And I'd say, okay, response to that, after that DC dip and troll, and I take a nap because he talks for like 20 minutes so you forget what question you asked. I'd say, okay, well, clearly it's not working. So... do you have any plans to change it, or are we just going to be sitting here the whole year with the exact same policy? Like, bruh. At this point, I would say even get rid of freaking Dan Pitcher. Come on, man. That's not even a freaking OC. Get rid of him. He's just a lapdog for Zach Taylor. Get rid of him, too. So, being disrespectful in life. Now the Bengals are being bad, man. Oh, man. Get rid of Dan Pitcher. Get rid of, like, all these guys at this point. Let's just clean house, man. We, as fans, are not confident in any part of this team aside for punting. Hey! Punting is good, though. Punting is good, though, right? Punting is good. Tyreek Hill has a dislocated knee, so he is not out for the season, by the way. Tyreek Hill will not be out for the season. His career is not over. He just has a dislocated knee. So that's, I guess, the most positive thing on that context you can have. And to start off this drive, it's a 5-yard false start penalty by Dylan Fairchild. Just when you thought we couldn't get any worse. Oh, man. How can you be confident with the same offensive line and same bad coaching and same injuries? Yep. Welcome to the club. Welcome, Squidward. Welcome, Squidward. Let's sign him as quarterback. Yes. Sign everyone at quarterback. Yoshi, 5-yard catch. Let's do Darren Simmons be the head coach. I mean, I wouldn't mind Al Golden being the head coach. I don't think Al Golden would be a bad idea. I think Al Golden could be a good head coach. Nothing is going to change unless Brown and Blackburn sell the team. It's not going to change if you keep Duke Tobin no matter what. Bad, at least be to get Zach Taylor fired. I mean, at this point, again, like, you got to get rid of Duke. You got to get rid of Zach. You do need someone like a John Gruden, right? You need someone who has, like, who has a backbone, who's going to stand up and say no, right? You need someone who's going to stand up and, like, talk their trash to the higher-ups and stuff, right? I feel like you need someone who's going to actually, convey, like, their message and crap. So, you need someone who's, like, going to be able to stand up and do that. And John Gruden, what's your name hosting this? My name is Ryan. Cannon, my name is Ryan. But you need someone who's going to step up and have a backbone and not allow this bullcrap to continue. Like, you need like a Bill Belichick. You need like a John Gruden. You need someone like that. I mean, you need like a Jimmy Johnson, in all honesty. Like, a Jimmy Johnson would be great for this situation. But, yeah. We went for it on 4th and 3. Oh, never mind. We didn't. Never mind. We didn't go for it on 4th and 3. We punted the ball 39 yards. 39-yard punt by Ryan Renfro. And that's going to be a GG. Once we trade for a quarterback, we're going to have to reassess that. GG's, man. GG's. Why would you punt? I mean, because you don't want them to go down and score another touchdown, Haley. That's why. You've already lost this game. Okay? At this point, you've already lost this game. Like, it's just going to be it, man. Like, you're not doing that. You're not going to try to get a first down. A first down's not going to change a damn thing in this game. At this point, they have to. Because if Zach wants to keep his job, they're going to have to trade for a quarterback. That's the only way Zach keeps his job. And on, what is that, 2nd and 7, they run the ball for 8 yards and a first down. So now they should just kneel it down, 4 plays, and we get out of here. We beat the Jags, though. Little side note, we did actually beat the Jags. Jags looked really good right now. All right. The fact that Brett didn't come in this game at any point is so sad. Who the Broncos play next? They play the Eagles. They play the Eagles. Eagles next. I think the reason why the reason why what's his name loves Jake Browning so much. Wait, the Broncos called a timeout. Wait, why did the Broncos just call a timeout? Oh, whatever, I don't know. The reason why Zach Taylor loved Jake Browning so much is in 2023 when Joe Burrow went down with a wrist injury. Well, the wrist injury. Jake Browning actually won Zach Taylor games. And that's why he loves Zach Taylor so much. Is because Zach Taylor the only reason Zach Taylor is still as our head coach today is because Jake Browning came in and won those set amount of games once Joe went down, and that kept Zach Taylor in the, hey, you went 9-8. That's why Jake Browning is still playing, is because Zach Taylor went 9-8 that year because of Jake Browning, and that kept him from being fired. It might. It might. The fact, I mean, Steve Reno, the fact they didn't put in Brett Ripien at all in this game is just stupid. That's just stupid. Like, you got to put, no one called a timeout, 2-minute warning. No. The reason why I said that, Steve Reno, is you see how they have one less timeout. I didn't know if they had 3 timeouts or not. Still, I didn't know if they just called it or when they called it. I was kind of like saying it more like, did they just call a timeout? That's what I was asking. I wasn't like saying that they got it. Like, I was wondering because I didn't notice, and I was like, wait, did they just call a timeout? Like, why did they only have 2? I just didn't know if they had 2 or not. That's what I was saying with that. I felt you on that one. Ruining the best talent on offense makes me sick. Yep. Darkfire, we're not putting you in. Man, this is painful. Yeah, they should have easily put in Brett at some point. This is pathetic. If Jake is not getting the job done, at some point you just put in Brett. I mean, like, at what point? Why even have him on your roster if you're not even going to use him? Jameis Winston would make it more interesting. I think Jake Browning needs to legally change his name. He no longer is allowed to carry the JB tag in any way. He needs to lose that tag. Well, first off, Bobby Boucher was not a quarterback. Bobby Boucher was a middle linebacker. All right? And Mama said that you can't be a quarterback, Darkfire. Mama said that you don't know how to play quarterback. I was kind of wondering, like, it was like really bad lightning storms before this game. I was thinking, what if Jake Browning got struck with lightning and it actually, like, made him a good quarterback? What if he, like, turned into, like, a, crazy good quarterback because lightning striked him? All right, 28-3, we lost. This was so painful.